Welcome. It's a Saturday morning, a great day to be alive, and I just found out that Gold's Gym still exists. Let's see, they've been around since '65 or something like that. But I remember in the '80s, everybody was wearing a Gold's Gym tank top, T-shirt, and stuff like that. It was so bad. I mean, I remember there was even like the Christian version, which was Lord's Gym, and it was like showing Jesus picking up a cross, and the caption was "Bench press this." And then there was Nietzsche's gym, which had like a 19th century German with a big old mustache holding up some dumbbells and going, whatever. And the motto is, whatever doesn't kill me makes me stronger. So, Gold's Gym. Anyway, let's see. We left off where the British are coming for us. Here, bringing on battle. They're coming right into our, well, the nice thing is they're coming right into our air support. But which would they go for? It's either one, neither one, and it says to pick the one that would be statistically advantageous. That's really neither. I think it would be, obviously, if we wanted to do this one, we'd want to do a signal action first. But this one has only a one light cruiser and a destroyer squadron with damage on it, as opposed to a convoy and two light cruisers. This is more of the cherry, I think. So I think making a decision for the AI here, I think we need to go for that one. I gotta, I used to be in theater. I know about all using the stage, the stage hand, which hand to use, so you're not interfering with, not obscuring things. But I think we'll go for this guy here. All right, so you got a trajectory in, like so. Now, of course, that's gonna trigger in Intel. I saw someone on Board Game Geek, and he said he's like watching my videos. He's trying to learn the game. He's still struggling, and he said he's struggling with these Intel markers. He didn't quite understand how they work, how Intel limit works. I might have to put together some kind of just one video or something, just kind of going over Intel and trying to go in detail with them. I guess because I'm not sure. I don't know if I just happen to grok it or if it is actually really something that's hard to grasp. But I'll take a look at that. Anyway, point is, he gets an Intel marker for coming into this hex with a station. Stagehand. Okay. And now he would try to engage that. He will try to engage us. Heating up down here. No one seems to be able to. We can't seem to be able to escape. How are we gonna do it? All right. Active TF, target TF in the same hex. He does have Intel on him. We get a chance to interrupt. And as you know, this is a no modifier roll on this table here. I feel like playing Dungeons and Dragons here. 10 on the 1TF, this column here. Vi for initiative. So be it. Okay. Let me see something here. All right, I need to read these carefully because these initiative rolls are slightly different when you're rolling on the initiative table. It does change the formula a little bit. Anyway. Die versus die. We are going to interrupt him. So the way I read this, it's a little confusing. If the active player maintains the initiative, resume the original action. So I have to take the contrary of that. If the active player does not maintain it or loses the initiative, then do not resume the initial action. And that initial action would include the time lapse. So as far as I can read this rule, he does not get to, oh, wait a minute, this is the engage. He does not get to do this time lapse. As far as I can read the rule. If someone disagrees, let me know, but I think I'm reading that correct. Because you're going along here. Here's the interrupt. Not only does that cancel the engage, that cancels this whole action. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't have it in the camera here. It cancels, let me say that again. Yeah, you're just kind of going along here. Battle. It says this, you got your targets right. Okay, you get your interrupt chance. We succeeded in interrupting. That means this is all canceled, and that includes this little box here about time-lapsing, as far as I know. Let me know what you think. So, the initiative passes to us. Now, so we check for weather. 1. So weather stays the same. Now, I've been thinking about stagehand, stagehand, that is. Now, it turns out this guy is safe. And he is safe because I am the Kiel hex. And I can just go to the port box here. And that's exactly what I do. It's over here. And he'll just complete at his leisure. And in fact, if my only real danger is this guy. And here's a rule I didn't realize. Here, there is the canal. So yes, I can actually go to Kiel from here. Either one of these hexes. Hold on. Yeah, I forgot about the canal here. When I went on for long, I'm such a bonehead because I went here instead. I wanted to go here because I was trying to avoid the airfield, things like that. But okay, so we got that guy into his port box, which that just leaves him, and he has an intel marker on him. I think. How are we gonna get away? I almost want to. I can't complete, obviously. But what I can do is time lapse in good weather, invoking an intel limit. Unfortunately, we're very slow, so we can only do the 1. So we will pass, and away that goes. And yes, I think the designer just went into just did a little mini answer about Intel and how it works. Also, just kind of general how trajectories work. And so I think I'm going to do a little video and just kind of recapitulate what he says, because I think it'll be helpful. Okay, so I passed. The British basically have 1 shot to stop us. Let's see what they do. First, check the weather. All right, you can spin around all day you want. Okay, it stays good. Now we find out what they do. We did not complete, so it's still on the 2 completion roll. We roll at a -1 on that table. And so let's see. 6, and that's going to be a 5. That is going to be SA, stealth attack. Okay, or in this case, stealth recon. Oh, that stinks. Because, where's that submarine? Come here, you submarine. There it is. He's going to place a submarine around his hex with a TF. The hex nearest Bergen, so it would be, back here. So it's going to pop up here. And, hang on. And submarines here. Intel marker on me. I'm going to take it. All right. And let's go stealth. I need to look at these. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. He might not be. No, he can do that from there. I was thinking here. That might be considered a port hex. And he wouldn't be able to do that. But he's up here. So that would not affect him. I was going to watch this. This is actually an airbase right here. I'm going to watch out for that too. Recon move and just recon or tag as a recon, and we vie for initiative. All right, dice. 1-on-1. They are going to retain the initiative, which pops that up here. And now, what are they going to do? Once again, a -1 on the dice. 2, which will be a 1. And this is going to be the famous bring to battle moment. Ooh, interesting. Most interesting. Okay. So to bring to battle, And somebody made a comment on the last video that the Duke of York was, yeah, I drew these battleships randomly, and I think I pulled one that's the Duke of York would not be around at this time or something like that. Oh, well, I mean, what you learn. Okay, so in comes here. Was there a time lapse for anyone? Hang on. Wait. Time lapse. No, there wouldn't be, because that was just the stealth unit, and that gets back to that whole rule. It says, when would there be a case when there's time lapse? Hang on. Oh, okay, because you can use stealth forces as coordinating task force, and that's how that would kick in. But in any case, here we are here, and we're just going to extend our trajectory by 1 into here. Wait a minute. Okay, no, wait, he would not do that. No, he would not do that. Bring to battle. The first thing he would do is signals action. Definitely signals action. Okay, so let's do that first. Where is my chart? My chart. And signals action. Move targets to trajectory segments and intel markers. So, where is this? Okay. Like that. All right. Okay. And here's an interesting point. Time lapse for 1 active task force in the target hat, which is none. None. Yeah, no time lapse. And now we get to try to seize the initiative with a +1 to our die roll. We do it. Oh, good. Okay, because we got to get out of here. It's still going to be tricky because we got a sub-dog in our steps. Okay. First we check the weather. Stays good. And unfortunately, we got to get out of here. But I don't think it's going to let us go that easy. Because what's going to happen is this. Because we have the stealth force here, that will generate intel on that. And now we're here. Like so. Really, I could do a signals action there just for fun, but there's not a lot of point. It makes a lot more sense too, and I can't complete, obviously. So what I would do is invoke the intel limit. Very slow. I can only do 1. It will obviously be this one, and I have to pass. We're just inching our way there. It's hard. Okay, and I'm still at trajectory. Oh, if I was a station, this would be a lot easier. Okay, but we pass. And so, weather stays the same for them. -1 on the dice roll. Ooh, 6 and a 5. And a 5 is that same bring to battle thing. No, it isn't. It's stealth attack. But he's not in the hex anymore. It's stealth recon. Here. And here. Well, and now. Oh, wait a minute. He can't do that, can he? That's considered a port hex. You cannot do that in a port hex. He can, at least. There's if it was German and they had preen, he could do it. He cannot do that there. Let's see what this means for the bot. Hold on here. It turns out I missed a modifier on that 5 roll I made. If you look on the rules here, it's actually +2 each British ship in play that is damaged. That would have actually been a +1 to the die roll result. That would have been a completion action. I think I might have messed that up somewhere else as well. But oh well. What that means is, if you go to the completion action thing here, it says, if bad weather or no German TF in range and the German convoy. Wait a minute. Let me see here. Hang on. Yeah, what he's going to do is a completion action to scap a flow. He is a damaged. Remember, we hit with an airstrike earlier. That actually works to our advantage here because that is going to force him to do a completion action. Oh, hang on one second, please. Getting a phone call. Sorry about that. Got a phone call. Anyway, they have to go and try to get to scap a flow here. So they're going to trajectory over there. Because they can't airstrike. They're not in range. We've got them dead to rights, basically. We've won this scenario. What would happen at this point is they would, at this point, they would have to pass. Like so. And they would invoke intel limit. They would be a slow fleet, so they could only remove the one. They are essentially retreating. That would be a pass for them. And for us, weather stays the same. What's going to happen here is, well, I can try to complete, or I could try, you know what? I could try to score more points by airstriking. Yeah, sure, why not? Here. Well, he might change his mind, though. Might want to slip, so I might want to just go ahead and win. To get him in there. Actually, let's go for a completion. Let's just do that. Give him a chance to seize initiative. Oh, he's going to do it, isn't he? He sure is. Oh. I just want to end this thing. Okay. So, because we've won. We've won this thing, and won handily, too. So, check for weather change. No weather change. What will he do with a -1 on his, +1 on the die roll. And 2, he's going back to his bring to battle roll. Oh, man, he's coming after me. So, getting a little, I wonder if we're starting to stray from history here of him coming all the way down in here to stomp me. The first thing it tells me to do, first remove all damaged British ships from the TFs. So that would actually be a reorganization action. Oh, you can only do that as a station, though, can't you? You know, it says just do that. It doesn't say you have to reorganize or anything like that. It just says first remove all damaged British ships from TFs. And so that would be the Duke of York. Which shouldn't be there anyway. Okay, whatever. And then, he would come after me, wouldn't he? Okay. Now, wait a minute. When I did that, the completion action failed. But designated TF performs time lapse. So that would time lapse. Hang on. So that would be like this. Like so. So he would trajectory down in there. Oh, my brain just farted there. Hang on. All right, like that, and that would invoke intel. But he actually gets a shot. Oh man, that might have been a mistake there. At bringing us to battle. Ah, oh, man. I mean, I would not have done this very well. The good news is, when he tries to engage me, I can do an interrupt. And hopefully we get a good roll here. 4. Oh, that's going to stink it up to high heaven. That's a -0. So that did effectively nothing. So, all right. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 on the engage scale. He can't use that. I can, of course, use adjacent coordinating task force to thump him on his air support. I don't have invasive movers. Target player. Good weather. Over here. Adjacent X. -1. -1 to the engage. Oh man, he still scored high. Shiba. -1 would be a 10. 10 is contact. And then, fortunately, that's all I got. Whew, that was close. You just got too many trajectories to really effectively do that. Engaged. All designated task forces perform time lapse. In this case, they would go the other direction. Or would they take that off? I think they would chase us, and they would go. That. Then we vie for initiative, praying that I get it. Tie ball game, he retains initiative. Oh, brother. Okay. Now he rolls +1 on the British table to see what he does. 4. It's a stealth attack. Okay, this is where that's a dead move for him, because he cannot come in here. I do not think he's allowed into this hex, because you cannot bring stealth forces into a port hex, and that is a Q port hex, even though that there's a canal there. I gotta ask about that. The question is, what would he do? Well, it's okay. Yeah. Well, it doesn't say you can't. According to the bot, it only gives you so many things. And basically, this is the end game right here. And he would come in here. He cannot place a intel marker on a station. So that's his stealth recon move. That would bring up a via initiative, and we have a +1. And we're actually going to win that one, thank goodness, because, okay, so the initiative changes. I'm not even going to bother checking. Well, okay, there's your weather, no change. But basically what I do is I slip into the port box. And I slip into the port box, and that I'm going to call that effectively an end. Because the only thing his British action table can do, the only way he could score more points or take points away from me, is if he were to complete in Bergen. But that's not available to him on the chart. So his ability to score points is gone. Now what I could do is sit here and just rack up points and just airstrike him the whole time, but that's just going to get kind of boring. So let's call it there. We would have rolled for the completion actions in the port box, knowing that we're completely safe. Really, and we scored 10 points. We did the full thing. We did very well there. We were able to get him in and get him out. And the flavor text is 10 or more victory points. Blitzkrieg, Norway will soon be secure. Despite superiority of force, the British seem helpless. Okay, we have won that. And I think that's all for today. I think I will go on to the next. We got a couple more of these Norway scenarios. We'll go ahead and finish it out, I think. And thanks for watching.